Accordia Therapeutics pumps 170%, but just who are they? Why are they pumping? And should they be in your portfolio? Time to find out. Time to get focused.
Time to get focused with Focus on Investing.
Welcome to Focus on Investing, where we research all of the latest cryptocurrencies, stocks, forex pairs, and commodities, so that all you have to do is decide whether you want to invest or not. We release these videos as soon as we record them. So if you're watching this video now, then this opportunity is probably still available. If you don't want to miss out on the next opportunity, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. All right, what we're going to do is firstly is go through who exactly are Acorda Therapeutics. Next, we're going to find out why they're pumping. And then lastly, we're going to do some technical analysis on the charts and see what they're saying. All right, then, without further ado, let's get this party started. All right, so this is Acorda Therapeutics, Accordion.com. All of the links that we covered today will be in the description. So this is their whole page. You can see it says Acorda Therapeutics Life Sciences. Interesting website. For patients, investors, Acorda Therapeutics Inc. is a biotechnology company whose mission is to develop and market therapies. Okay. To develop and market therapies. Interesting. Okay. Careers. We look for talented, motivated people who want to make a difference in people's lives. Find out about Imbrigia. And research, products and research. We have a deep understanding and experience in nervous systems research, product development, and commercialization. About Accordia, the one thing you should know about Acorda Therapeutics is that everything we do is aimed at improving the lives of millions of people with nervous system disorders. And then back to Accordia maintains open dialogue with patients, caregivers, healthcare professionals, and investors. For patients, we found Accordia to bring life-changing therapies to people living with wide-ranging nervous system disorders. And then we're back to the first page, all right? Sunday, October 16, 2022, Accordia Therapeutics. We're going to get into that in a minute. A bit of a quote. All right, then they're very short homepage, but let's go to the About Accordia to kind of get a bit more information about them. So about Accordia Therapeutics, and you are blight. It's rewarding to discover and explore new approaches rather than simply applying or adapting the well-known ones. And their Chief Scientific Officer Emeritus. Okay, everything we do is aimed at improving lives. Millions of people with nervous system disorders are in need of new therapeutic options. We never forget that these people may include our own family members or friends, and that these are not just diseases to be treated, but people who need help to make their lives and those of their loved ones better. So again, we're looking at nervous system disorders, what they're specifically focusing on. In this section, you'll meet some of the people at Accordia. In this section, you'll meet some of the people at Accordia are taking new approaches to developing medications. That's not written correctly. It was throwing me off. Okay, in this section, you'll meet some of the people at Accordia are taking new approaches to developing medications that provide hope for people with nervous system disorders and go beyond the walls of the company to improve their lives. You also find out how our partnerships and grant programs are advancing research and education and the process for submitting grant requests. So their mission statement: Accorda's mission is to develop therapies and restore functions and improve the lives of people with neurological disorders. Well, I guess that sums up everything that they do, right? Let's look let's see what else we can find out about them. Product and research. So therapy is developed on a foundation of experience. We have a deep understanding and experience in nervous system research, product development, and commercialization. This expertise enables us to focus on therapies that have a potential to improve the lives of people with neurological disorders. In this section, you can learn more about our pipeline programs as well as our approved products. Okay, so they seem to have a kind of, from a top down, like integrated solution, right? So it seems like they're doing the research for the therapies and also they're doing the commercialization and developing it. So they have one called Amperia and one called Imbridger. Okay. And they have a pipeline here. We won't go through all of this. Again, if you guys want to go into more detail, then the link will be in the description. Talking about the different pipelines of products. Yeah. They got clinical trials, their pipeline, a bit about investors. Let's see a quick brief look at their investors page. Just giving a bit of news. We're going to go into this in a minute. Yeah, nothing really much on their website, to be honest. Stock information. Okay, again, you guys can look at this in more detail. We'll look at the charts in a minute. Let's see what their latest news and events are. Okay, news and events. Beyond therapies, our commitment to improving neurological function goes beyond developing therapies, as we've said. We participate in medical, financial, and advocacy events throughout the year. Okay, so they're properly involved into the whole, neurological disease. Again, because we did see earlier, they were speaking about getting funding or something. So they talk about here the financial. So they even offer finance for it. So quite a comprehensive company. These activities facilitate communication among healthcare professionals and patients about our products and research, update investors about our business, and provide support to advocacy groups who serve the same patient communities we do. When Accordion was founded in 1995, interesting to know, we were active in spinal cord injury research. As the company has grown, we have expanded our therapeutic focus to include a number of neurological conditions. However, one thing remains the same: our support and involvement in patient communities we serve, our involvement in the patient communities we serve. Our involvement goes beyond financial sponsorship. We've created programs like I Walk Because that gives us the opportunity to interact personally with people affected by neurological disorders so that we can connect our mission with the real world needs of our patients and families. All right, so it's really interesting to know about. Again, it seems like they do a lot of research in terms of neurological disorders. They develop products and therapies. And then not only that, they provide funding to do community groups and, talk with people and get on the ground information. So it sounds like a decent company. All right, so let's find out why exactly they're pumping today. We saw a bit about it in the news. I tried to avoid it a bit in this research, but we're going to go a deep dive into it right now. Let's pull up this article. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button and support the stream. Where are we here? All right, again, this link will be in the description. This is an article from arshtraders.com, and it says Acorda Therapeutics stock price soared 53% on a $16.5 million award. So it says here the key points. Acorda Therapeutics stock price soared 53.3% on a $16.5 million award. A 3-bench arbitration panel awarded the company the amount, and investors cheered the announcement, but I wouldn't buy Accordia shares. Okay, these are the thoughts and opinions of Simon Mungo from Arsh Traders. All right, so he said the Accordia Therapeutics Inc., NASDAQ ACOR, stock price soared 53.5% after announcing that a 3-judge bench had issued the final decision in its dispute with Alkermes, ALKS, regarding the licensing royalties of Amperia. The panel had ruled in Accordia's favor and awarded the firm $15 million plus prejudgment interest of $1.5 million to be paid by Alkermes to Accordia Furthermore, Accordia will no longer have to pay Alkermes any royalties for future sales of Ampera. It says Accordia is finally free to use alternative suppliers of Ampera and is no longer tied to exclusively sourcing the drug from Alkermes. The company noted that it had already secured alternative suppliers of Ampera and would not deal with Alkermes. All right. So again, you guys can read the rest of the article in the description if you want to. But interesting. So, but essentially, they won an award, and it's the award of 16.5 million, of which 1.5 of that is interest. Crazy amount to be awarded. But this is what is pumping up the stock for today. And you can see they had a bit of a dispute with Alkermes. And again, not only will they receive this compensation from them, but also they won't have to pay future royalties, which is again something positive for the company to show that they won't have to pay out expenses going forward as well. So yeah, very interesting. All right, let's get into the technical analysis and see what they're saying on the charts. Let me know, guys, is this something that you're looking to get involved in? If you are looking to get involved in it, are you looking to go, long with it and ride it while it continues to pump up, or you expect it to come back down and catch it on the way down? Also, this is the second therapeutics company that we've kind of covered. Are you interested in having more therapeutics companies in your portfolio, more on the medical field? And if you already have some, how much of it is comprised in there, or if you're avoiding it, why are you avoiding it? Let me know in the comment section. All right, this is our 4-screen setup from TradingView, and we can see on the screen also we've got some of our custom coded indicators. All right, we're gonna start with the monthly time frame. Again, if you guys want access to these templates and our custom code indicators, then go to focusoninvesting.io. Also, if you guys want to learn how to spot these opportunities before they blow up and explode and get in on the ground floor, then also go to focusoninvesting.io. Start with the monthly time frame. Let's refresh the chart. We can see that this chart goes all the way back to 2006. We saw that steady trickle downwards from the introduction of this stock into the market, and then we see this massive spike. Let's bring up our arrow. We see this massive spike with price shooting up on this set Monday, the 2nd of October 2006. And since then, price has kind of just been really moving, a lot of sideways movement, all in this similar sort of range. If I draw the channel here, it dropped a bit lower here, but I mean, even if you wanted to say around here, if we don't draw this whole channel, so that price is basically just bouncing around in this sort of middling channel. Price bounces down off of the support level, comes back up to the resistance level, back down to the support level, back up to the resistance level, hovers around the resistance level for a while, comes back down to the support level, and then finally breaks through the level of support around the 3rd of December 2018. And this is where you're seeing this downward move of price to the downside, and then we're just seeing a whole sort of leveling off of price here. Again, with this up and down movement, you can see a lot of pivot support and resistance levels being created around these channel lines at the top and at the bottom, and again during the middle of the channel. If we go to our weekly time frame, we zoom out a bit, we see that on our weekly time frame, our current trend filter is red as we're trading below the 50 simple moving average, excuse me. We zoom out, I wonder if the 200 simple moving average is here. While quite a big gap between current price and the moving averages. And again, if we zoom out some more, this is because of this massive steep decline. this steep decline out of the channel is what's really separated the moving averages and really kind of tanked price. So you can see here, you know, price, I mean, the moving averages has taken quite a while to catch up to price as it is a lagging indicator. So if we zoom a bit more into price here, we can see the big gap between, you know, current price, which is and the 50 simple moving average and the 200 simple moving average. And again, because price has been most basically moving sideways, a lot of pivot support and resistance levels above it. Again, all right, let's go to our daily time frame. Let's reset the chart. Reset the chart. We see that current price is at 0.8935. We see the trend filter on the daily time frame is green, which is not correlating with the weekly time frame, which we had a red trend filter, so we don't have color correlation there. If we look at price, we can see that price is currently up 163.5% for the day. The market is still open, so therefore the numbers are still moving. You know, on our last day, we're down 4.36%. For the week, we're up 139%. And for the month, we're up 195%.75. So quite a lot of movement. But again, this is all because of this flat movement in price here. If we zoom in a bit closer, we can see this massive gap jump up. And, you know, we can see where we get the 170 movement from. If we take it from the close of price yesterday, which is roughly around here to about here, is where you get the 170, you know, growth in price. So again, if you guys want to learn how to find out how to identify these opportunities before they explode and get in on the ground floor, then go to focusoninvesting.io. There we have our investing course that teaches you how to identify opportunities and get into opportunities before they explode. All right, you can see that price, you know, is broken above the 200, the 20 simple moving average and the 50 simple moving average, and price is just hovering below the 200 simple moving average here, because that price is actually broken through this level of pivot support and this level of pivot resistance and this level of pivot resistance as well. If we bring up our percentage, we can see that price, if we zoom out, we're still down 81.772% off of our all-time high or our most recent highs. We can see that the high price is of $4.83 and current price is at 88 cents. And again, we can see that price was going through a lot of this. If we draw a channel here, you know, it's not even really a channel, to be honest. We're seeing a lot of flat. Again, we're seeing a pivot level here. This is because of this spike here, but I wouldn't even really draw it here. Maybe between the top here, you could maybe say there's a bit of a channel to the bottom on this side. I guess so, but I wouldn't even really call it a channel, to be honest. Maybe because there's a spike up. It's a very loose sort of channel, right? But if we do, again, we're seeing price moving a lot of sideways, been moving sideways for quite some time here. But if we do see price, you know, we saw price spike up from the downside. But if we do see price come back down, I expect it to come somewhere around, you know, where this kind of channel level is hovering from. If we get rid of this, we see that there's a level of resistance here and a level of resistance here. So maybe even possibly somewhere between these two lines. But again, nothing really super strong. If anything, it's these lines here that are more of the strongest. So I'd say when price comes back down, this is probably the sort of target area we'll be looking for, possibly. Again, there is a level of resistance here, but again, there's not really much support in it because it's just really one long wick here from the wick of the 16th of June 2022 and nothing really supporting it. So again, you know, if we look into the upside, we're looking at a major level of not only resistance from the 200 simple moving average, but also the $1 round number. Got the line in here. There we go. Exactly at the one level. This is our probably a hard number. So again, by the time price rises up to there, you know, the 200 simple moving average will probably meet that line. So we're looking at a strong level of resistance here. But again, guys, if you guys are looking to ride it on the way up, just be wary of this $1 number and this 200 simple moving average. And on the way down, be wary of this, 78 cents level, and also the stronger 59 cents level, more or less the 60 cents level. All right, guys, again, if you want to learn how to get involved in these, opportunities before they explode and ride it on the way up, then go to focusoninvesting.io. There you go into our investing course, and it'll show you how to spot these opportunities. Also, you'll get access to our indicators that will allow you to take advantage of these opportunities. If you want to see more technical analysis on pumping either stocks, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or forex pairs, then you can watch either of these videos on the screen. Thank you for joining me, and take care. Peace.